Hey everybody. So have you ever wondered if your divine masculine is awakening to your connection? I know that for me, when I was starting on my journey, this was such a question that I had. I was like, how do I know that my divine masculine is awakening to this connection? I feel it. Does he feel it? It was just absolutely like mind-boggling. Like I always was wondering that. And so that's what we're here to help you figure out today. So I'm Christina, and I'm here with Master Certified Ascension Coach Lisi, Certified Ascension Coach Danny, and Katie, a student of Twin Flames Universe. And so we're here to talk about that with you today.
Great. Thank you, Christina. I'm really excited to talk about how do you know when the divine masculine is awakening? There's some signs and there's some things that we really want to share with you, really juicy things that we want to about, things to look for that you maybe don't expect about why and when your divine masculine is awakening. So I'm excited to talk about that today.
Yeah, I think this is a very, very cool topic, and it's something that everybody is wondering on the twin flame journey, right? Like you want to know if your twin flame is awakened. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Like, how do you know if the twin flame is awakening to the connection? So this is a very, very juicy topic that it's gonna, brings you a lot of clarity once you realize and understand if your twin flame is awakening to the connection. It gives you relief and clarity because you want your twin flame to be awakened with you, right? Like you want your twin flame to be on the same page with you. And so it is very important to know if the divine masculine is awakening to the connection. And I'm very, very excited to talk about this today with you guys.
Yeah, it's something that I commonly see on the twin flame journey is the divine masculine as awakened as me. And we will definitely give you those answers. I especially have noticed some really telltale signs, and they are quite simple to point out and like to see once you kind of are able to recognize what they are.
Awesome. So, as we promised, let's get right to it. How do you know when the divine masculine is awakening? And so, I do want to point out we have divine masculines and divine feminines watching this. So, if you're a divine masculine and you're the one who's here watching these videos on YouTube and Facebook, swap the word out to divine feminine, right? How do you know if your twin flame is awakening? But a lot of people and in spiritual communities around the world talk about how, like, okay, the divine masculine awakens later and the divine feminine is awoken first. Like, um first of all, we want to talk about like what the truth is. We're going to tell you those juicy details in this video, but to start off with, I do want to say that your union's going to be awakening. You're going to feel a sense of peace. You're going to feel like you're not going to feel that like charged energy, that fear, the sleepless nights, dark night of the soul. You're going to start feeling love, and there's a way to get there. Like, it doesn't just happen like that. There's actually a path you can walk to awaken your whole union, both wings of the bird, if you think of your twin flame union as a bird. um, and so you might experience a great amount of peace, and you might notice that you start to desire to be with your twin flame. So that's like the first sign of many. We're going to keep going deeper in this video and give you, the juiciest signs towards the end. So stick around. I think someone else has the next piece.
There are some signs that you can see and that you can experience um, on your twin flame journey, and maybe like you can see like your twin flame is starting to have some changes as well, not just you, right? Like your twin flame is also growing in their personal growth, right? Like they are having experiences with themselves, with God, or with life, and they are changing alongside with you. And the way your twin flame sees you also changes, and that shows you that they are feeling this connection. And now the awakening that you have when you start this journey is what triggers the entire beautiful process of connecting with your twin flame and having your twin flame in your life. And so I feel that, you know, in my journey, as soon as I started to understand about twin flames and like, you know, I made the decision to have a relationship with myself, and then naturally my twin flame was aligning with me, you know, in his own way. And I think that's something very beautiful too. And so if you are not talking with your twin flame, let's say right now, and you want to know if they are awakened to the connection, well, you can tune into your heart and feel that like they are always with you, because your twin flame is always with you, you know. And it's in that moment where you connect with your twin flame. There is actually an exercise in Jevin Shalia's Twin Flames Finder Your Ultimate Lover book about like connecting with your twin flame, because as soon as you connect with your twin flame in your heart, you know, they know, everybody knows, right? It's there. So that's very powerful to practice that exercise, so you can experience that connection, and you know, you'll know that they know in a way.
I wanted to share, like, I'm kind of sharing like some of the external signs because I feel called. I noticed that like my twin flame was not maybe so much awakening, but becoming more intrigued with the journey and what twin flames really are, because they became more open and they started asking more questions about spirituality in general. So I really like what Danielle was saying, because she was kind of pointing to the fact that like your twin flame will start partnering with you more and more, and there will become more harmony in your connection.
So next question for our group is how did you get there? Like, what's the dynamic? Is there a rhyme and reason, or does your twin flame just become aware of your connection like magic? How do you get there?
Yeah, I want to share a little bit about my journey. So I became awakened to the awareness of my desire for my twin flame in 2016. And I did some exploration on the internet, as one does. And I picked up, at that time, like the first copy of or the first edition of Jeff and Shalia's book, Twin Flames: Finding Your Ultimate Lover. And I tried the mirror exercise, and I began to like kind of learn more about twin flames and like what it really was. And I began to like deepen into my connection with with the universe, like began to realize like there's much more to life than simply what we see in 3D. And I began to just feel like a desire for this deeper connection. And so the process for me was was really learning how to get to know myself on a much deeper level, like really learning how to connect with myself on a much deeper level. And Twin Flame Ascension School was what really helped me do that. Everything that I learned in Twin Flame Ascension School helped me build this deep connection with myself. And as I did that, I was awakened more deeply to deeper and deeper truths about who I really was, and was able to identify my divine masculine much more clearly because I was able to see myself more clearly.
Nice. Yeah, I experienced that too. Like awakening first, like you said, my own desire for my twin flame, and then awakening, it seemed to be, the universe or God kind of illuminating my heart. All these signs and synchronicities came by. Met my twin flame in 2018. And what was interesting is like I remember a text message he sent me in 2018 where he said, "I think you're my llama gemela," which in Spanish it means twin flame. I think I probably botched the pronunciation. Danny's probably like, "Oh, brother," but no. Llama gemela. Did I say it correctly? Llama gemela.
Well, I feel like people, the pronunciation can change, like it depends where you are, but it could be llama gemela.
Llama gemela. Okay, cool.
I would say llama, but
Llama.
a lot of people, other people say llama gemela.
Cool. Yeah, we have a lot
Yeah,
of
you did
Spanish
it.
speakers in our community, so
Yeah.
So, but he typed me a message like that, and I was like, llama. I like immediately thought of this animal, like in English it's pronounced llama. So I just kind of blew it off. And then later on, I think I started doing some research about what I was experiencing and came across the term and checked all the boxes. And like, lo and behold, this is it. And at that time, he was kind of not interested in talking about that. And I tried when I would originally, before I did this inner work, to the degree that I do it today, I wanted him to confirm that we were twin flames. Anybody out there in that place, like where you want your twin flame to confirm that you're twin flames? And I tried to ask him, and of course, like at that time, I got this, the hand. I got the hand. No, no. And the more I came, but we are. The more seemed to get pushed away, and that was good because it encouraged me to do my inner work and really commit to these teachings. Really work with my coach and watch Twin Flame Ascension School, and that I did. By the way, my twin flame now knows we're twin flames, or now says it out loud. But there's a process to get there. So I just wanted to say, if you're experiencing knowing that you're twin flames, but your counterpart is kind of like, but you know it, there's some inner work to do, and you can get there. And does anybody else want to comment about that?
Yeah, I had pretty much the exact same experience as you. My twin flame actually was like, he pointed out like there's something really special and unique here. And the thing is, I was super busy with working on myself and like putting a lot of self-love into my heart. And so like I wasn't really putting too much energy into it. And I think that was very magnetizing and attractive to my twin flame. But I am one of those people that, was like, we're twin flames, like, why don't you see this? And like I tried to make my twin flame like come to the realization, and I got silence. Never a word, never a no, never a guess. I got silence. And so yeah, like it's been like a long journey, but now we can actually have conversations about being twin flames. And so yeah, that's my experience.
Your twin flame will experience an energetic pull towards you when they are recognizing you as twin flames. And so what, Lizzie was sharing, like everybody has been sharing today, that like they might not see you, the twin flame, but they do experience the magnetic attraction. They feel so drawn to you. And that's because your twin flame starts to recognize you in their soul. They start to see you, they start to connect with you, and they feel attracted to you. And that can be a sign that your twin flame is awakening to the connection that you feel. And just as you feel the intense emotions that when you meet them, when you're connecting with them, they also experience this. They also experience the emotions. They can also go through this process of purifying the ego, and like they also feel like they are changing, or something is changing. Maybe they feel confused, but they know that something is taking place, and they are maybe like curious about it. And so just like you experience that pull, that connection, they start to feel that as well.
I think it's really important, and like Lacey said, to allow your twin flame to learn their own lessons and have their own trials and tribulations so that they can come to the same conclusion.
We have a couple of questions in the comments. Is it a good time to do them? All right. So I just want to first of all say hello to everybody watching. Those who we can see: Christina, Kashbu, LM. We have a comment or a question. A first question from Victor. what do I do if my twin flame died? That's a good question that comes up sometimes. I will answer it this way. The universe is loving, and the universe would never leave you with the desire in your heart to be with your twin flame in the physical without a way to be with them in the physical in this lifetime, right? Not in the past, but in this lifetime that you're currently living, right? So that's how I'll answer that one. And the best thing that I would do if I was you is link in with a coach, because there's going to be some deeper feelings there that you can unpack and come to the awareness that is going to help you to be with your perfect partner here on earth, to be with your twin flame here on earth. So if you really think of it logically, a loving universe wouldn't leave you hanging like that if you still have that desire to be with them. So yeah, there's deeper to go there, but I hope that kind of gave you the first step. All right, next question. Will I ever be able to get back on track after long drifting? My core choice is to heal separation and walk the path no matter what. Anyone else want to answer that?
You can get on the path if you choose it, right? It's, your choice is very powerful, and nobody else can make that choice for you. So it doesn't matter how far you've drifted from, the path or your path, as long as you make that choice to align with love. Nobody can make that choice for you, but you can never go wrong when you choose to align with love, no matter how far away you feel that you are. Yeah, and I want to also send a reminder that you do have the opportunity still to sign up for waitlist tickets to the Twin Flames Universe Spiritual Life Summit this summer in Traverse City, Michigan. So feel free to go to unionism.org and you can sign up for the waitlist for the pre-sale. So does anybody else have anything that they'd like to share?
Yeah, I want to share something about the summit in Michigan. And it's about my twin flame. I remember when I wrote a post about this, by the way, in the open forum. It was about when I went to my first Twin Flames Universe event. I was experiencing separation from my twin flame. He told me he never wanted to see me again. And I swear, when I got around other people doing this inner work that were committed to healing separation consciousness, practicing the teachings of union, doing the mirror exercise, like 24/7 around other people in this community supporting my union, it was like I did like a year's worth of inner work in a weekend. And that's kind of like what the energy is. And Christina and I hosted a retreat with other twin flames a couple years ago, and that really elevated everybody's journey like manifold. Um, when I finished in New York 5 years ago, that first live event, guess who picked me up at the airport? My twin flame. So it was like a miracle, but it wasn't, because it had rhyme and reason. It had, I went to the event. I did all of my inner work there all the time with people supporting me all around me all the time. I steeped myself in Harmonious Union energy. And of course, he picked me up from the airport. So put your name on the wait list. Like there's a high chance that you're going to get called to go. Like it's not going to be like this lottery 1 in a million chance. Like there's a very high probability that your name will be called to be eligible to receive a ticket or to book your ticket, right? So go do that. Unionism.org. I'll put that in the comments here. Anybody else like to share anything?
Oh, I feel complete there. All right, well, this has been a wonderful discussion. I want to thank everybody for joining, everybody who has joined us here in the Facebook group, and everybody who will join us on YouTube. Thank you for sticking around, and be sure to, you can always leave your questions in the comments whenever you watch this, and you will get a response. So I hope that everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we do these every week. So we'll see you in another one. Thank you.